Okay, today I'm going to make some protein bread because everyone's been going nuts for it at the moment. It's zero carb, literally not a single part of carb in it at all. The whole loaf is going to have exactly 65 grams of protein in it. It's also got about 65 grams of fat as well, but it's quality fat. It comes from flax, it comes from coconut, it comes from egg. As long as you use good quality products like here, free range, organic flaxseed, organic coconut baking flour here, that is all you've got in it. And the slice here I normally break into about 8 slices, so if you split that into 8, I'm not going to do it right now, you can do that. You'll work out it's just under about 9 grams of protein for everyone, zero carbs as well, so really good breakfast. That with some nut butter or something on, amazing. Let's say it's bread, so it goes with sweet or savoury. So if you have got a sweet tooth, obviously you can put something sweet on it as well. It depends on you. Right, so let's get started. What we do, I measure out in cups. I write it down the exact amounts as well. I've been doing this a few times now, so what I do here, it's got about, but here I'm going to get the flax. It's actually milled flaxseed. You can see there, milled flaxseed. It's basically just flaxseed crushed. Put it in here. I'm going to Mr. Strong mug, obviously. I'm going to fill it about 3/4 of the way up. Nice. Pour that into the bowl there. Then I'm going to take here, this is, you can either use stevia, you can use sugar if you want, but we're trying to go low carb. So here we've got sugar substitute, not xylitol or any Sparta, any filth, most of the Holland and Barrett will chuck it here. This one here is actually made of erythritol. It's like fermented sugar, so it's 4 per 100 grams, it's 4 calories, 4 grams of carbs, 0 aftertaste or anything strange like that as well. So I'm going to take, say, 1 to 2 tablespoons. I like mine a little bit more savoury, so I'm going to have 1 tablespoon in there. Then baking powder, again, all I need here is 1 tablespoon of baking powder. This is the only one that is a little bit chemically. Here I've got organic baking powder, but it's still 0 carbs, it's not adding any nutrition, it's not taking anything away either. Put that in there, that gives that, make it rise, make it look a bit more bread. Then I'm going to mix these two together. In fact, I like to add a bit of coconut in as well, so this is a really optional, this one, but I like to put some coconut flour in. It gives me a nice little kick, plus coconut flour, the saturated fat in it, is really good for everything from your skin to anti-aging to helping you burn fat, so it's all about cracking some of that in. Mix it up, mix the dry together first of all before you start putting everything else in. Mix it up, and the coconut flour is a bit lumpy. Without it you just find it easy. 1, 2, 3, a couple of through and you're done. About 100 millilitres of water here. Then into that water I'm going to pour it's about 200 millimetres of oil here. A lot of recipes say 300, I've tried 200, to be honest you can have less in as well. So olive oil is obviously, I've got organic free virgin olive oil here as well. It is quite a lot, but if you look it down, a couple of tablespoons. This one is pretty optional, it makes it a bit smoother, but let me just put that in. Oh, fresh one. Only the best. Pour that in there to measure it out actually. I'm actually going to go for less than usual. I reckon it's about 150 millilitres in there. Nice, so you've got olive oil in here. Then we've got 5 eggs. Get that out of the way. 5 eggs and put, oh, can't forget as well, a teaspoon only of salt. Again, this is salt, sea salt, natural again. It's all about the natural. Then as well, it's bread, but I'm feeling a chilli kick at the moment. I like a little bit savoury, so I'm going to throw some chillies in. So it's for me to be savoury bread. I start whacking sweet on, I've probably got some mental issues, so that's not going to happen. Then we've got 5 eggs. I'm not going to crack them one-handed, obviously I can. I can't do it. 1, 2, more good fats, more protein. Let's say if you split it up, you can split it in 6 bits. You know, you've got nearly an egg in each one. 5, boom. Mix these together, then these can get out of my sight. We're going to put our wet into the dry, we're going to mix it in. As we mix it in, just stir it up. Throw the eggs in, break the eggs down as well. Break the eggs down, fold it in, rack it in there. Don't have to be too poncy, that, just put it in. Start mixing it up. Here, first time I made it, followed the instructions. As you probably all know, when you take a recipe from a guy like me who knows what he's doing, it doesn't normally turn out as well when you do it. So have a bit of standby. It doesn't matter if you've put a little bit too much water in or a little too much oil in, it will come out a bit sticky. You shouldn't see the eggs into it, it should start looking like a mess. Stirring it up, folding it in. Then, if it's feeling a bit sloppy, which actually, you know, on mine it's feeling a little bit sloppy, just sprinkle a bit of coconut in, or put a bit more flaxseed. Thicken it up a little bit more. At the end of the day, it is bread, so you've got to have some consistency. There we go, nice. Easy as. I think I made this 3 times, this bread now. It was basic. Well, now what are we saying now? 6 minutes. Woo! Been going on. I reckon I should take about 5 minutes. Bloody hell, I can talk. Here we go in there. Then, oh, we've got ourselves the baking tray. Baking tray over here, found in Tesco's. You can get like literally a bit of baking paper, like grease-proof paper, that you can use over and over again. You can whack it in the dishwasher, or you can clean it yourself. So I'm just going to put that in there. Pour this in. Pour a bit in the middle first, spoon it round so it gets in all the corners. Remember, it's like focaccia bread, this one. That's probably not how you pronounce it, so I pronounce it. Essex and all that crap. Spoon it in. Get it all in there. I wouldn't give this one to your kid to lick out the bowl. Not be very happy, especially with chilli in it. Flaxseed Ned, raw, not pleasant. Haven't tried it. Put it in. Let it rest a minute or 2, just let it set. Doesn't really make, you can let less more if you want. I'm just going to put it straight in for the camera because you've had 7 minutes of my time already. Sure you're fed up with me. I'm going to whack this in, try and do a camera trick and see if I can suddenly randomly pull it out before I go. And see you guys in a second. 20 minutes later, 20 minutes, about 180 degrees. If you're American, about 310 Fahrenheit, probably wrong, something like that. And then just for 20 minutes, put it in, walk away, come back, touch it. If it's springy and tough on top, you're ready. If it's a bit soft, leave it in for a bit longer. You can even put up the temperature. It depends, if you like a thick crust, leave it in for a little bit longer. And then it should be fine. So, see you in a second. Oh, you bastard.